Okay, I just want to say good morning. Patricia Brims. I am a physician assistant for about 25 years now. So hi to all my friends and family. And I apologize for my last 2 days on Facebook. I was completely out of character. As you know, I was married 25 years, and my husband has hurt me a bit, so we're separated, and I'm just moving forward. So this is one of the things in my life that I want to do to start new and move forward. I always wanted to start my own business, which I did 8 years ago, and 6 years ago about telemedicine business. So whoever doesn't know, I have my own telemedicine business. So if you ever get sick, text me, email me. We can set up a Skype visit or a phone call, or just send me a text if you get sick and I'll help you out. The second thing I've always wanted to do is do kind of like a medical blog. I've never done this before, so I'm obviously going to be nervous. It's my first video ever in my life that's going to go public. So as far as the medical blog, the reason why I decided to do this, I was inspired by many friends and family, and a lot of people. Whoever doesn't know, I play poker. I like playing poker now. It's another passion that I picked up thanks to my husband, the one good thing. But anyway, I picked up poker, and I really enjoy it. It's just a hobby of mine. It's a great game. You have a lot of good friends there, and it's really fun hanging out with everyone. So basically, I had a friend at the poker room, Marcus. So if you're there, hi Marcus. And he came up to me as I walked into the poker room, and he asked me to review his blood work. So he pulls out a copy of his blood work from his back pocket after he just walks up to me after playing poker, and he goes, Patricia, what do you think of my results? So I went over his good cholesterol, his bad cholesterol, and I explained what everything means in detail and some healthy food options. Since I graduated from Stony Brook University, the first thing I did was I got my health sciences in Bachelor of Sciences in Health Science Studies, and then I got my bachelor's in science in physician assistant studies, and then I went back 2 years later when I was living in London to do my master's in physician assistant studies. I was able to do that overseas, so that's what I was doing because they didn't have PAs there at the time. So I have 2 bachelors, I have 1 master's, and then on top of that I decided, I think 3 years into becoming a PA, how important nutrition and exercise and diet was. I was an athlete myself at the time, running marathons, and I realized that the better I ate, the healthier I felt, the fitter I was, the faster my races were. So I decided to do a certification in nutrition. So I'm sure a lot of people don't know this, but I'm also certified in nutrition and exercise. So I don't really tell people many things, but I think I got to start opening up because I've been very closed to all my friends and family, which I have to apologize for. And yeah, I mean, it was my first love, Jono, and my first marriage, and it was really tough. So I'm going to get through it, though. I'm feeling better every day, and I'm just going to do things that make me happy, and this blog is going to be one of them. So it's day 1. Sorry it's not medicine yet, but it will be every day after this. Just figured I'd just tell everyone what's going on, and whoever doesn't know me can get to know me. Okay, so basically the first thing I wanted to go over was just diet when it comes to cholesterol. Just something simple today since it's my first one because I'm nervous. Okay, so as far as cholesterol, I mean, one important thing that you can do obviously is exercise. I mean, don't be sedentary. I mean, I've taken some days off running or a few weeks off running just because I've been through some hard times. But at the same time, even though I took days off running and not exercising, I was still out walking. I was still out, cleaning my room, doing spring cleaning, and just being active in other ways. Going shopping, walking outside with your friends, taking out the garbage, not going through the drive-thru, just getting out of your car and walking into Dunkin' Donuts. And it's much quicker. Anyway, I pulled up to Dunkin' Donuts the other day, and there was 10 or 12 cars, because it was raining, on the drive-thru line, and I just walk in and I'm like the second person there, and we were laughing at the people who were sitting on line outside. So don't be lazy. Get out of your cars. We don't need drive-thrus. They're fun, but we don't need them. Don't forget, we never had it before. And that's it. So be active. You don't have to be crazy, but be active in some regard a little bit each day. And then as far as diet, I recommend a couple of things that are very simple, but nobody really knows the help. Number 1 is apples. Apples actually, if you eat apples every day, it's not a myth, say apple a day keeps the doctor away. What they mean by that is it's really good to clean your arteries. So apples help to clear cholesterol out of the arteries. It's a natural cholesterol lowering food, which a lot of people don't know. Another thing is high fiber diet. I mean, broccoli, greens, leafy vegetables. A lot of doctors say Metamucil, but even better than Metamucil is something called Miralax, because it actually helps to wash the stomach intestines out. So when you're blocked up or you can't go to the bathroom, or you have cholesterol problems, it's just good to always like have a wash. So that's basically what Miralax does. A lot of people don't know that it's not like the other laxatives. It's not a laxative. It's actually a wash. I learned that from a doctor at Sloan Kettering a long time ago. So definitely some Miralax just to keep your gut clear, and I would do that maybe 3 times a week. Unless you actually have problems going to the bathroom, then I would recommend Miralax every day. And then, so that's apples. Then another thing that's great, not only does it help lower cholesterol, but it actually is a detox. It detoxifies your system, is apple cider vinegar. But when I say apple cider vinegar, it's got to be Bragg's apple cider vinegar. I have a bottle of it, I think. So just give me a second and I'll get that. And then I'll continue. So this is Bragg's apple cider vinegar, and it sounds funny, but it has to say with the mother. So if it says somewhere on the bottle that it says with the mother, it just means it's with live probiotics. That's all it means. So it's Bragg's is the real apple cider vinegar. The other ones are pure shit, stuff that just doesn't even help your body. So I would recommend that every day. I was doing it for a while when I was training, and I just started again like 2 days ago, so you can start with me. But when I was doing it, I felt so healthy. My skin was clear. I was going to the bathroom better, like no stomach problems, which everyone complains to me about. That's why I'm bringing this up, because all my patients, all my friends, everyone tells me, oh, my stomach, I have stomach problems. It is because we all eat like shit, honestly, myself included sometimes. But the reason why I like eating healthy so much is not only because I enjoy healthy food, but because I actually feel better. So I love my healthy food. I love my ice cream. I love it all, but I actually feel so much better eating healthy. So, and you will too. So, as far as the apple cider vinegar, do a glass of it every day, 8 ounces. Now they have these flavored ones, which I just found. I usually buy a gallon and then just mix it with water a little each day. But these flavored ones, they're 16 ounces. And this one was delicious, actually. It was like an apple cinnamon. See, apple cinnamon Bragg. So they come in like bottles pre-made. The apple cinnamon was delicious. A lot of people aren't able to drink the straight apple cider vinegar. Like I buy the gallon jug. I'm able to do it because I love vinegar. Yeah, so if you can't drink the straight apple cider vinegar, 2 things you could do. Sometimes I mix it in a Celsius drink, the vitamin drink, like a fizzy drink that you like, and you can barely even taste it. And then another thing you could do is just dilute it very heavily with water. Or like a third thing you could do is actually just add a lot of cinnamon, because I think that's what they did to make this flavor. That's what it tasted like. So we got apples, we got apple cider vinegar, we got high fiber diet. What else is good for cholesterol? Oh, omega-3 fatty acids. That was going to be number 1 on my list. Omega-3 fatty acids come naturally in some nuts like almonds and cashews, and mostly almonds. The other nuts like peanuts and stuff, those are a bit more fatty, so I wouldn't recommend them. So as far as omega-3 fatty acids, I would stick to just almonds. If you want to just like have a really healthy nut, it would be the almond. The other ones are a bit fatty and not as good for you, so believe it or not. And then another thing I would recommend is salmon, if you like salmon. Tuna, if you like tuna. If you don't, stay away from the shellfish, because the shellfish actually increase your cholesterol. Shrimp, for example, they're so high in cholesterol. The things that are high in cholesterol more than anything are shrimp, cheese, and of course your trans fatty foods like McDonald's, Burger King, all the fast foods. Those are like the worst fats that you can eat. Best fats you can eat, like I said, fish, fibers, lean meats, lean chicken, lean beef, in moderation, 1 or 2 times a week. I don't like it, but a lot of people do. But I grew up eating fish all my life because my dad had a fish market. and a farm stand. So I grew up eating healthy, like fruits, vegetables, and healthy fish. So that's why I actually think I love eating healthy. It's not like I try to love eating healthy. I just love it because that's how I grew up. And then when I eat fast food, I feel like shit. But it is good sometimes. And then if you can't really get your omega-3 fatty acids through the supplement, through the food, sorry about that, I would take a supplement. I would just recommend any omega-3 fish oil supplement. I know a lot of physicians or healthcare providers, they try to promote just one or something. Sometimes they get kickbacks from it. Sometimes they just, they just love one because that's the one they use. But I honestly believe that as long as you read the ingredients and there's not a ton of additives and dyes and fillers and junk in your vitamins, they're all the same. So basically, if you have one omega-3 fatty acid bottle and another you see in the store, or 3 of them, read the back of the ingredients. If it just says omega-3 fatty acids and like 1 or 2 ingredients besides that, you're good. If it says more than, if it says 3, 4, 5, 6, the more ingredients you see in your vitamins, the worse they are for you. They're not going to be effective. The best way to take your vitamins, another thing people don't know, is one at a time. So if you take your vitamin D in its own tablet, separate from a multivitamin, it works better because it gets digested better and your body absorbs it better. If you take a multivitamin with a ton of different vitamins in it, think about it. How is your body going to absorb all those vitamins all at once, and what is it going to do? Not much, right? So if you take an individual vitamin by itself, instead of having it packed in with all these other vitamins, and then fillers, and then additives, and dyes, and whatever else they put in it, like if you read the back of a vitamin bottle, you'll be shocked. So please read the back of a vitamin bottle, especially the gummy vitamins. I myself just started having gummy vitamins only for the hair, because as a lot of you know, I donated my hair to Locks for Love for Kids with Cancer, which is always something I wanted to do. So another thing on my bucket list. So anyway, I started the multivitamin, chewy vitamin, not multivitamin, I'm sorry, chewable vitamin, but I read the back of it. So I read one, and it was all dyes and fillers and all kinds of junk in it. And I said, oh my goodness. And I actually bought it, and I spent a lot of money on it, but I threw it out because it's just not, I know it's not good for me. I learned too much in my, learning about nutrition and certification when I did my certification, that how stupid would I be to take something like that and then go tell a patient not to. So threw it in the garbage, and then I went and got one that was just basically the vitamins in it, and it was colored with natural, like beet juice and stuff like that. You want to look for foods, candies, whatever it is. Like in England, they make their fruit snacks and their gummy worms and the gummy bears with natural dyes. When I say natural dyes, I mean beet extract, cherry root, things from like natural foods. You can actually dye candies and stuff with like foods and juices, as opposed to red dye 40, which is the #1 cancer causing dye in America. You can read all the studies about it. I've read them myself. I learned about it myself. Red dye 40, stay away from it. That's it. That's a few tips on cholesterol. I mean, like I said, this is my first medical talk, video, blog, whatever you want to call it, that I've done in my entire life. It was more about you guys getting to know me, because I want to do this on a regular basis. So I hope that you'll listen, and I hope that you liked it. And I'm going to try to do one once a day. I can't promise it right now, but because I'm a little embarrassed. But I will be doing one at least twice a week, 3 times a week to start. And that's it. I love you, family. Love you, friends. Sorry I haven't been myself. First love hurts so bad, but I'm okay. All right. Love you all. Hope I can help people now. Bye.